Hi guys, welcome. This is our daily reading for September 27th, 2016. So Tuesday. Remember, it's a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everyone involved in the situation and so on. So we are all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through here is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave, preparing for the wave, crashing into the wave, riding that wave, or ignoring the wave? It's always your choice in the end. Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And be sure, if you have some time, to check out the links that I put below. They always sort of merge together with the energies of this reading, and I find a lot of signs and symbols come through the links below. Plus, you can also show your love to all those artists. All right, let's begin with the reading for Tuesday, September 27th, 2016. I'm going to go back to the Wisdom of the Oracle deck that I have. I haven't used this in a while, so let's begin and see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for September 27th, 2016. The highest, greatest good of all. One card to bring us focus, clarity, and understanding into the energies of the day and how to ride these energies best. One card. Chop wood. All right, so it's about getting things done today, doing what is necessary today, just getting to work today, even if it's small things. Perhaps you don't know how to get started, and it starts by doing something. It's number 42, so that brings you to a 6. It brings you back into balance. It brings you, I want to say, back into harmony. So maybe you're thinking of how to bring harmony into a situation, and perhaps it's getting out of that situation and just getting into something else, doing something else, and that's where answers come through. I feel like it's not when you're involved in the situation, it's when you're out of the situation, cleaning up the environment, cleaning up your surroundings. Maybe that's cleaning up how you feel in your head, how we feel in our head, you know, sort of organizing our thoughts better as our surroundings feel more organized. So when you don't know what to do, it's telling you to just do something. Do something. Start by doing something. Get into something. I also think of Cinderella with this card, like a bit of humility involved. Just, you know, getting down on your hands and knees and scrubbing the floor if it has to be scrubbed. You know, if something's spilt, then you just clean it up, you know. It's getting grounded in everyday experiences, you know, like really getting to work, doing something you feel. Everyday steps, little by little, step by step, one thing at a time, nothing too big, you know, just tiny little steps, one by one. And it's just sort of doing what we need to do. So I feel like there's a breath of fresh air when we start to clear our surroundings, you know, like almost like spring cleaning, but maybe fall cleaning for some of us. Maybe some are moving and you're actually cleaning up some space, or you're making some space for somebody to come into your environment. Maybe it starts by clearing up some space in your environment so that if somebody new comes into the environment, there's space. There's space. It's welcome. It's the energy is cleared somehow. So I also see like sage, maybe sage today, you know, like, you know, open a window so that just kind of bless your environment with sage. I find sage is very, very spiritually cleansing. I feel like it cleanses the air. It somehow has a, I don't know, it both merges the veil, like between the seen and the unseen together, and I don't know, connects them together somehow in a cleansing. I don't quite know how to explain what I see. So let's continue, and I'll see if I get a better vision for that. But I do suggest sage, or perhaps just, you know, cleansing out the home by opening some windows, airing things out, clearing your space, and just getting to work. I see like organization, like shelves, like maybe, you know, like taking stuff out of your cabinets and putting them in boxes and organizing things and getting rid of junk and putting things back that you actually need in like sections, like, you know, little compartments, so you know where your batteries are and your staples are, and like, you know, organization, so it's not just a junk pile in a drawer anymore. And you feel like if you need something, you can go to that drawer, pull it out, know where it is, and continue on your tasks. So you're not getting stuck on looking for something when you should be doing something important, making a decision, doing some paperwork, you know, getting stuff done. It's like you're wasting time, or perhaps we are wasting time by things being unorganized when they don't need to be. So maybe it's time to just sort of get to work and do that, you know, get to the junk drawers today, you know, get to the closets and the extra room, that weird corner that you've been ignoring in the office or something like that, and just sort of clear the space, and, you know, wipe the counters down, get rid of the dust, and feel like everything is fresh. So movement flows better. Perhaps not today, perhaps later today when we're done cleaning. It might look like a bigger mess for a moment while we clear the space, but afterwards it sort of all comes together pretty fast, and I feel like then movement can circulate better. I hope what I just said made sense. All right, I'm gonna go to the Sacred Rose Tarot, and let's pull a card for the day on top of chop wood, humility, getting to work, everyday steps, clearing space, doing something. Yeah, I see like free movement around your place, around your space, so that you can get more important things done later, faster. Let's get another card for the day. Highest, greatest good of all. Bring some more clarity on chopping wood. The Queen of Cups. So you're feeling something emotional today. You're learning about your emotions, even though you're just chopping wood. So perhaps you are thinking about something, and the best way to handle the situation is just to start, I feel like clearing space is important today. The Queen of Cups could be a water sign in our world, in your chart, somebody like with a presence in your day that helps you out today, or this could be you. So it's usually a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy. I feel like there's deep feelings involved today with something, emotions, friendship. She's wearing like, it looks like a Pisces necklace here. So perhaps it's more Pisces energy, like a fish, like learning how to ride. I see like a fish moving in the water as the tide changes, and just sort of going with the flow of something. So maybe we're going with the flow today. I also see growth under her. Maybe it's like seaweed, which makes me think of, like actual nutrition. Maybe we need to eat some like greens today, like kale and seaweed and broccoli, and I see like green foods being very important today for some reason. So maybe you're having like a salad, maybe you're thinking of making more salads, something like that. That was sort of interesting. The Queen of Cups is psychic, emotional. I hear sexy. So maybe this is somebody sexy, or you're feeling kind of sexy today. Or you're thinking about those kind of emotions, maybe relationships. I actually don't have the romance angels here today. So let's see what we get for the rest of the reading after the sexy comment. I feel like she is tapped into her higher self and connecting that into her deep emotions. I feel like, look at how dark this is. And I think of the Vesica Pisces here, like a birth canal, something being birthed, something being started, something being nurtured, maybe like inside of a womb, like a mother, you know, like a nurturing situation, perhaps going into dark territory, deep emotions, you know, under the surface of something, having to feel something very deeply to understand it. Maybe that's why this card came up, so that it brings us back to the surface, so we feel grounded again, like we're not lost in that deep emotion. Because then I feel like, even though this is a water card, I feel like it looks like air, like the clouds. I know it's like the cap of a wave. It's like she's riding the wave, and she's just riding on top of this wave, on top of this energetic emotion. But for some reason, I'm getting clarity, and I'm focused on this above her head. Oh, thank you. Speaking of food, what is in this?
It's a barley stir fry.
Thank you. I was just talking about eating more greens and kale and
Swiss chard.
So there we go. Thank you. I love you. All right, so maybe we need to put some more green, you know, something like that into our day, and like some real nutrients. I just focus on this, and it looks like seaweed. So, all right, let's get more clarity. I have the Thelma Tarot, and let's pull another card from this deck. More clarity on the Queen of Cups. Whether you're a male or female, the Queen of Cups, it's a general reading, so it's always advice for all of us. So either this could be someone around you giving you advice or helping you learn understanding your emotions, learning to understand your emotions, or it's advice for you, so you can understand what you're feeling when those deep emotions come up, and how to deal with them, and how to have clarity. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of sparkle on the higher chakras, like your I want to say it's almost like your third eye chakra, but I feel like it's even above that. So I want to say your higher self, you know, the higher driver is connecting to every other part inside of you and aligning something up to bring you to the surface, to bring you above the wave, to ride the waves, to ride these energetic waves and learn how to just be, look how calm she is. It's like so much energy around her here, and she's just calm and handling it with dignity and grace somehow. So, yeah, let's get another card. This is the Thelma Tarot. One more card to bring some more clarity to chopping wood and the Queen of Cups. The Five of Cups. So, all right, the Five of Cups is like the crying over spilled milk. So, you know, when something happens, instead of cleaning it up, you're worried too much about the spill and not just getting rid of the spill and moving on. The Five of Cups always has, like, it feels like 3 steps back and 2 steps forward, you know, and it's up to you to reverse that and see it as perhaps 3 steps forward and 2 steps back. Sometimes we have to take steps back. Things have to spill on the floor, you know, we have to get down and we have to clean it up. This card comes when you need to change your focus. So it's okay to have focus on what's spilled for a little bit, so you can clean it up, so you can clear that space, so you can see what didn't work and what you need to change, how you need to put things differently. Maybe you put the, I'm thinking of like you just opening up the cabinet and you had the glasses a certain way and 3 of your favorite glasses fell down. They were your favorite glasses. You always were so good about making sure that they never broke. Every move you ever had, you packed them, you put them in bubble wrap, and now you just, for whatever reason, they fell out of the cabinet and you didn't even realize. And now they're all over the floor and you have to pick up the glass and pick up the what spilled, and you're upset because now you lost more than your set. But you still have 2 in the cabinet. You know, there's still 2 there. You didn't lose everything. And now when you organize your cabinet, you'll do it differently so your glasses don't fall down. You know, these now have a special memory. You'll be very careful with these glasses now because, you know, you had an accident. Accidents happen. Accidents happen. Don't get stuck on what didn't work. Just clean it up and focus on what you still have and move on from there. And eventually you'll find another new set of glasses that's your favorite, and you'll take better care of them, or maybe they'll spill again and then you'll get a 3rd set, and then you'll have a collection of like 6 random pairs of glasses that are now your favorite set, and it's unique. Not sure what I just said there, but it always works out somehow in the end. So perhaps just clean up the mess today, you know, get to work and focus on what you still have. And I feel like saying, like, start a new collection, start something unique, you know, something that can't be offered in a box, but it took something falling, something spilling for you to realize you can start something that's special now with what you have, with what you still have. So you have to change your focus. So you have 3, you have more, you see more out of that situation than what you lost. So that takes changing how you feel about something. And it's not ignoring what you feel. If you're upset about the glasses, it's okay to be upset about what broke, what spilled, what didn't work out. But feel it, heal from it, you know, acknowledge it, work it out, change your focus, change how you see that situation. And now you've come out better than before because you've worked through something. And you know, that's a lesson learned. That's a beautiful thing that helps you grow, that helps you move on, that helps you change, that helps you do it better in the future. So let's go to I have the messages from the Fairy Oracle. So let's get a card from this for the day. Get more clarity on the Queen of Cups, the 5 of Cups, chopping wood. Marriage. So even though I didn't have the romance angel cards, apparently we still got the message involving relationships. So the fairies join you in celebrating wedding bliss. So perhaps it has to do with your husband, your wife, your partner, thinking about what you want in a husband, a wife, a partner. You know, just a relationship. Maybe it's a business relationship. Maybe it's a relationship with you and your family. You know, but I feel like marriage is a union. And it's a union that has communication. And it has compromise. And it has balance. And I want to say it's like 100%, 100%. You know, it's one person giving everything for it to work and the other person giving everything for it to work. But that also includes 100% in yourself and the relationship, both. It shouldn't just be like part half-ass, 50-50. Where's the other 50 going? You should give 100 to yourself, the whole situation, and 100 to that relationship. And in the marriage, it should be equal. So maybe you're just working on that scale, working on that balance. You know, sometimes it's just changing our focus so that we can rebalance our scales, maybe clear up the energy. Maybe things are just a little bit cluttered. And, you know, sometimes the people around you or the people that, you know, mean the most to you get the brunt of what we go through when we're stressed or we feel like our energy is scattered or, you know, unclear somehow. So maybe it's just clearing space a little bit, changing our focus a little bit, and, you know, you get better energies that come through, so we can work on this a little bit. Whether or not you're married, you know, this is still you in a union with something, with an idea, with your job, with yourself, with somebody else, with your children. You know, it's you choosing to have a relationship where you're working on something to be a beautiful mirror for each other, even if it's a mirror in yourself, to find your own balance in your masculine and your feminine, so you have something to offer someone else when that relationship comes in. We're all at a different point in our journey, and we all hit different points in our journey along the way. You know, everything's always going to change somehow. So where are you right now in this balance? Do you need to bring something back into balance with yourself so you make clear decisions on something? And it's not, I feel like sometimes you just have stress and people around you get the brunt of your, you know, of your stress, your anger, your, you know, like just getting upset at something, but it's not really that person's fault or that situation or anything that has to do with it. They're just there and they care about you, and that's how it comes out sometimes. So maybe we need to change our focus and realize the people around us sometimes see the best and the worst of us. And we all have our ups and our downs. And, you know, we're all here to grow together and to show a beautiful mirror of one another to each other. So maybe it's time to focus on our beautiful attributes, what we have to offer, the growth that we've had, the strengths that we have, and how we can support and help each other. And maybe not take things so personally. If anybody has anything to say, you know, maybe they're just trying to help and there's a change in focus so we can all see things each other's way, you know, in the other person's perspective. I'm going to go to the Art of Life Tarot and pull another card. I feel like for some of us, you're trying to make a decision about marriage. Maybe if you're staying in a marriage or wanting to enter a marriage. I feel like communication is extremely important here, so you're on the same page somehow. And I feel like there's love involved in this situation. Whether this marriage is changing into something else and two people are going two different directions, I feel like there's still love involved here, and communication can make that work. Sometimes our paths just come together, so we learn something together, and then we're meant to separate so we can learn something else alone with somebody else in a, you know, we all have a different path. So I feel like if this is somebody leaving a marriage, it's still out of love and understanding and harmony. So communication is key here. And if this is somebody that never thought about marriage, or you're meeting somebody, or that thought is like sparking up in your head for some reason, I feel like communication is key too. Key here too. And harmony and music. I see music and different energies coming together, working together. I actually see two people that like two very different styles of music for some reason, and I feel like maybe at first that was a conversation like, I don't know if I could be around you so much because that kind of music is not my thing and that would annoy me. And then for some reason you come together and you find that you, I don't know, introduce each other's type of music style to each other, and somehow, like, you know, you change each other's minds, and the guy that liked the hip-hop likes the country and vice versa. That was sort of a weird twist on that marriage card. I hope that made sense for somebody. So don't be worried if you meet someone and their style seems totally different, or if you don't generally listen to the same type of music. Maybe there's a way that's going to merge soon, or you'll see like eye to eye with something, or you'll actually, like, I see like those, you know, when somebody takes two different, like I can't think of what it's called, when you take two different songs that are really different and you sort of like merge them together, morph them together, and they work very well together somehow. I hope I can think of what that is. If I can, I will put something below. All right, let's get another card for the day. Art of Life Tarot. The Hanged Man. So maybe you're changing your perspective. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. Lao Tzu. And it's Two Acrobats. Detail by Ernst Kirchner. 1932 to 33. Kirchner Museum, Davis, Switzerland. I see a back bend. Like you're bending over backwards for something. Somebody was bending over backwards for something. Maybe it's time to just sort of look at that chant. Look at that bending over backwards situation as an opportunity to move in a totally different direction. Move your body to do something it could never do before. See a perspective that you could never see before had you not bent over backwards or somebody else. It's almost a sacrifice in a way that brings you out stronger, better, seeing things different, being able to see outside the box. You know, if you never tried to see something in that position before, you never have that perspective, which looking at that card right now looks really funny to me, so I'm just going to let you look at that. But I see also these shadows, and I see that almost like, you know, depending on how this light is placed, you see totally different shadow figures and perspectives, almost like shadow puppets in the background here. It made me think of those sand paintings. So those people that do the art, the artists that do the, it's like a light projection on sand or water, and they create something. I'll try to find that, and I'll put that below for us. So changing your perspective and making it beautiful. Seeing things a different way, looking at your situation outside the box. So maybe you just need to really change your perspective on how you see this situation, what didn't work out, so you can see it a different way, see it as beautiful, see it as art, see it as growth, see it as strength. If it's somebody else that kept you hanging, it's time to bring the power back to yourself and change your perspective, how you need to change it to move forward and see things a different way for you. All right, I have the Angel Tarot, and I'm going to pull one more card for the day. All right, one more card for Tuesday, September 27, 2016. The Eight of Air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, and afraid to take action. So the Eight of Air, I feel like that's the infinity. I feel like there's propellers here. There's movement. You know, with the infinity, you had that dark space underneath the water, the unknown. And then you always have the chance to come back to the surface again, to ride this wave again, to learn why you had to dive down deep into something so that you can find a different way out. So you can do something different the next time it happens, the next time this opportunity comes around. So you can put your dishes away differently in the cabinet and they don't fall out again. It's creating change, and it's bringing you back into power. It's bringing you back into abundance, and 8 is abundance. So it's teaching you how to have abundance, so you're not focused on the lack. So you have to take yourself out of the illusion and realize that it was there for a reason, for a change in perspective, to bring you somewhere different. I feel like to help your spirit to fly, to get other people on board so you know where you're going, which direction is good, so you're focused and clear on where you're moving now. It's almost like, I feel like you were running in circles before, and now there's this like beautiful river here, and you've decided to just move along the river, but you're grounded on the earth here. I feel like as this like beautiful unicorn is trampling through this like moss here, that this essence is coming up, this growth is coming up, this beautiful garden is coming up as you're running with the river, you know, with the flow of things. You're grounded now, you're focused, you're clear, you know where you're going. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Have a great